So sometimes the strategy that you choose is going to be boring as heck, but it's going to be super effective. And that's what I love to teach here because, guys, there's no secret to making a bunch of money in the stock market. And for me, I've been making anywhere from averaging 1 to 4% on my money every month. And it's the simplest strategy that you could do. I talk about it all the time. It's the wheel strategy, selling covered calls, cash your good puts. And if you have a good amount of money, you can make a significant amount. So the account that I usually show on here is just right under $80,000. It was at 80,000 like yesterday, but obviously there was a big dip in the market recently, like today. I have some stuff that are down like 4%, 8%, all that stuff. But when the markets are red, that actually makes me pretty happy because that means I could get in some of these plays at a discount and I could work my way back up. And that's what the beauty is with the wheel strategy is as long as you're doing it with stocks that you personally believe in, that have good fundamentals like earnings reports and all that, and that you're willing to hold long term, you really can't lose unless there's just like a big crazy dip in the market, something happened where everything just decided to drop. And this is what I personally would do if I had $15,000 or more to start making like a few $100 a week, or a few $100 a month. All that adds up as long as you're also continuing to add money to your portfolio. And for those that like ask about like, oh, if I don't have that much money, it matters on your risk tolerance and it matters on how much homework you're willing to do. Because if you really want to like scale your portfolio and grow it, maybe going into leaps might be the better option because you could control 100 shares for a significant amount less, like usually like 1/3, and then you could do like poor man's covered calls off of those leaps and at low deltas to make some extra cash on top of that while collecting premiums and while adding more to your portfolio. So like those are like the simple things. And I'm going to show you my desktop real quick because this is like the $76,000 portfolio where I have a few things like ending this week. So like I said, I had a lot of money open up like around like 40 plus thousand. And I did a put for Tesla right over here for this weekend, this Friday for 400. And the current stock price of Tesla, I'm just going back and forth between Fidelity and Robinhood just for the people that like the interfaces, is currently 392. So obviously it dropped way below and it was at 25 delta, blew way past it. And I'm fine with that. And from the technicals that I was looking at, I see Tesla kind of like hovering this like 394 to maybe 400 area, which is perfect for me. Because if you look at the option sell call option, like if I like say I already had 400, I already bought the strike price of 400 last week, I could technically go at cost basis. I know a lot of people say, oh, because you already had premium, your cost base is technically lower, but just for like simple math purposes, $400 right here. And if I was selling a call, if I already had the 100 shares, I could collect another $425 for this week. But what I'm going to do on Monday, I'm most likely going to get assigned. I'm going to choose anything above 400 and maybe go like 2 weeks out or a week out. But I can probably go 2 weeks out and I could go to like 402 because that would put $2.50 on top of my 100 for appreciation, or like 405, and I'd be getting like $1,400 every like 2 weeks. And guys, every 2 weeks, that's amazing. Like imagine making $1,500 every 2 weeks. That's $3,000 a month doing like 2 minutes of work. You know what your cost basis is. You could look at deltas, but as long as you're above your cost basis, you technically can't lose. And so you could collect as much premium as possible. But the only thing that I would say when you're doing something like that, you just have to be aware that if Tesla decides to make a huge run up past your strike price, like you could roll and make some premium there. But I would personally say if you're a beginner, just let your 100 shares get called away from you and just start doing cash secured puts with all the extra cash you just got, because in the beginning, managing the positions is harder. A lot of people don't talk about like risk mitigation and all that. So it's being okay with having to buy the 100 shares if your put ends up in the money, or selling your shares if your covered call gets in the money. Like once you get that through your head, the process becomes super easy, and you just make money, and you put pretty much your brain goes on autopilot. So yeah, like around $15,000. And then another play here is like Palantir. I have a put due this Friday for 67, and I believe the current price of Palantir is at at 68.23. So we're like $1 away. Do I think it's gonna hit? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I don't think it will, because like tomorrow's like a day off from the market, and we'll see what Friday brings. But if I have to buy 100 shares, that's not a bad idea either, because obviously Palantir is a company that I believe in. Then I could just start selling covered calls. And since I put at 67, like just for math purposes, I would go like $1 up, or wherever you feel comfortable, and I could get anywhere from like if I go for like a 40% or 30% right here, I could get $50 all the way up to $100.28 $100.28 for like a 2-day option right here. Or if I want to go out like the 2 weeks, I can get like $330 or $177. This is like a good amount of money just for putting up your shares for collateral now. So that's that play. And then I also have a Nvidia put where it's kind of hovering above it like 140. So I don't think I'm not gonna get a sign for that. And then Coinbase on January 24, I do have a covered call, which Coinbase is at 260. So I could probably roll this lower up to like 280 and maybe collect another premium, maybe on the same day. And then, I could collect a little bit more money, roll it down, make a little bit more money, and then more money frees up from there. Like, these are the plays that I'm doing just because like I put this call out pretty far in the future, 260 from 280. Do I think Coinbase could like just go all the way up that much percent in like a day or so? Probably not. So it's like these are things that I personally look at, but also it's a very simple concept of money in, money out. This is how much you're going to get, and this is how you grow your portfolio. And like I said in some of my like threads posts, like I have a lot of goals. Like I do max out my 403b if I can. I want to start maxing out my Roth IRA again through like a backdoor Roth, because I make a little bit too much money to qualify just to immediately just transfer into a Roth IRA. So I have to do a backdoor Roth. And then I do want to put a lot more money into my brokerages so they could grow a lot faster, just so I could get to like financial freedom quicker. And I'm going to do that once I sell one of my rental properties. I might sell all of them just to be more cash heavy and go into throwing all my money into the stock market, because I believe I'm way better at this than I am as a real estate investor. So like I kind of want to just double down on myself and my skill set to make as much money possible. And this is what I'm trying to do here for you guys. I just want to show you guys what I'm doing so you guys could pretty much see that anyone could do this. Like I said, I'm a nurse. I do have a 7-figure net worth, but that's also because of real estate, crypto, stocks. I have assets. And I have like no debt other than my mortgages. So that's why my net worth is 7 figures. But I believe I could blow way past that if I could put more time, more effort, more money into this portfolio and really blow it up. But those are just my thoughts. And like Tesla is going to be a big part of it. Palantir, Nvidia, Coinbase, I think those are going to be a big part of my portfolio blowing up this year. I'm really trying to get this 76,000 where it's at now. So I'm like down like $4.5 grand. I'm really trying to get this to $100,000 within the next like 6 months. Definitely doable, like 20 grandish, 24 grandish. And then hopefully in 2 years I could get it to like 250,000, and that's the plan. So if you guys want to stick around and watch me do that, I would really appreciate it. So just like, comment, and subscribe. If you wanted like to understand about selling options more, I do have a PDF. It is super cheap. If you want to get direct access to me, there's a Discord as well. If you needed some hand holding with the course, there's that. Everything's in Stan Store, but obviously I feel like my videos on YouTube teach you exactly what you need to know. So you kind of don't need any of that. But if you want to support the channel, that's how you do it. And I want to make this video kind of short because I respect your time and I'm pretty tired. My kids are awake right now. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.